Hi, Eric. How are you?
Good, yourself?
Good. So you went to Universal Studios?
Yeah.
What did you see there?
Well, we we did the tram tour, of course, and I loved that.
Did you get scared when Jaws popped out?
No, I've seen videos.
Oh, so was this your first time going to Universal Studios?
Yeah.
Cool.
I became a wizard.
You became what?
A wizard. I got a wand there.
Nice. Hi, Joyce.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Hi, Delmy. Uh-oh, Delmy left. Joyce, this is Eric, and I'm Miss DeSena. Eric was just telling me about his trip to Universal Studios. Have you ever been there?
No, I've never been there.
Haven't?
No.
Would you recommend it, Eric?
Yes, it's a lot of fun, especially if you like magic motion rides.
If you like what?
Magic motion rides, the one, and so it feels like you're moving, but you're not actually moving.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of those there, and they're really fun.
That's awesome. I've never been since they created the Harry Potter world. I haven't been in a while.
Oh, they did Jurassic World there right now. They changed Jurassic Park to Jurassic World.
Oh, cool. Is it fun?
Actually, I haven't been on it because there's like this 80-foot drop at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So
Scary. A little scary.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like you go under a T-Rex and there's like this 80-foot drop. That was in the original. They have the exact same track, like but different scenes.
Very cool. Scary. All right. Well, there's only two of you in here. Where is everybody? Joyce, do you have other students with you that are trying to join, or are you at home or something?
I'm at home.
You're at home? Oh, okay. I have some students that are all together in one spot and they're not joining, but that's okay. So I'm Mrs. DeSena. I know Eric from last year, but Joyce, I've never met you before, so nice to meet you. So just so I know that you're in the right place, you're a sixth grader, right?
Yes.
I know Eric's a sixth grader because last year he was a fifth grader. So did you both finish your iReady reading and math tests?
Yes.
Yep, it took me a long time, but I did it.
Awesome. Good job. So next time you talk to your mentor teacher, your mentor should go over your results with you. So that's pretty exciting.
Okay, cool.
So in this class, we're going to meet every week. You can either come to this 9 o'clock or I think there's another one on a different day, like later in the afternoon. Hi, Elijah. But you only need to come once a week, okay? So
Hello.
even though, hi, Elijah, welcome. Even though it's only on the schedule, even though it's on the schedule twice a week, you only have to come once a week. Because if you come twice a week, you'll see the same class twice. Does that make sense? Okay. That makes sense to you, Elijah?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, so I'm gonna mute you, Elijah, just because there's background noise. You have your camera, can you turn your camera on so I can make sure you're there and I can see what you look like? So I prefer for you to keep your camera on, but stay muted just in case you have a lot of background noise. That's what oh, there's Elijah. Let me see. I think you're at Limitless, aren't you? Yeah, cool. All right. So this is test prep, and this is English. ELA stands for English Language Arts. Hey, Miss Kim, are they having trouble joining? No, just Miss Kim. I don't have any EM kids in here, Miss Kim. Okay, so in here, we're going to talk about reading, talk about writing, and that's mostly it. All right, so I look forward to doing that with you. At the end of the school year, like around May, we're going to take a test. And it's one that you probably took last year and you probably took the year before that. It's the CASP test or the SBAC test. Do you remember that? You had to take it in like third grade.
Yeah, I remember it.
Fourth grade. 5th grade, now 6th grade, then you'll do 7th and 8th, and then you get a break until 11th grade. So basically, we're going to be kind of preparing to take that test. Okay, so what do you think? Since this is our reading and writing class, why do you think it's important to read, to be a good reader? Can you think of some reasons? I'm going to give you like a minute to think, and I'm going to ask you to share. Maybe less than a minute, maybe like 30 seconds. If you can't think of any, we'll move on to the next person. Okay, I know Eric very well, and I know Eric is an excellent reader. Eric, why is it important to be a good reader?
Um,
Do you want to think about it?
why can't I think?
I think Elijah has a reason. You keep thinking, Eric. Elijah, why is it important?
Because you need to improve your vocabulary, and some books can help you out with social studies and language arts.
Okay, good. Yeah, so if you can read a language arts book, then you can also read a social studies book, right? So if you want to learn something, you can read it in a book. And vocabulary. So we can improve our vocabulary from reading. That's absolutely right. Why should I have a good vocabulary? Why can't I just say regular easy words and not have a good
Maybe then later in life you might have to do a presentation or representation, so you might want to have high vocabulary.
Okay, good. Yeah, absolutely. If I'm just using like elementary words and I don't have a very high vocabulary, might you not think I'm very smart? Might you think, she's very good?
Yeah, I might.
Yeah, so it kind of depends on how people look at us too. Joyce, can you think of any reasons why it's important to be a good reader?
No, not really.
Not really. Eric, did you think of any while Elijah was talking?
I still can't think.
Okay, well, let me think of a reason. Okay, let's say that I am going to buy a house. I want to buy a house. And then this person that's the real estate agent, the person that is going to be selling me the house, they have this contract for me, and I have to sign the contract. What if I can't read? They could write anything into that contract. They could trick me and make me spend a whole bunch more money on my house than I have to, right? That wouldn't be good. There's another reason. It's time to vote. I have to vote for who our president's going to be, because now I'm an adult, right? And one day you will be an adult, and you will have to vote for who our president is. And what if you can't read the ballot and you don't know who you're voting for? You could just vote for anybody, right? So there's lots of very serious reasons why it's important to be a good reader.
I have a reason.
Oh, yeah. What is it, Joyce?
You should learn to be an important reader, because when you're building a car, there's going to be instructions. And if you don't read those instructions good, you could probably not make the car good.
Yeah, very good. So if you were going to build a car, so let's say you don't want to go to college, you don't really care about reading, but you do want to build cars. Well, you're still going to need to learn to read well, because you still need to read the instructions. Or even if you just want to build your kids, like you're grown up now and you have your own kids, and you want to build your kids a bike for Christmas. You're going to need to read those instructions, right? Hi, Delmy, welcome. All right, so I'm just gonna take down quick notes on who's here. So we got Delmy and Elijah and Joyce and Esparza. All right, great. Welcome, everybody. So Delmy, we're just talking about why reading is important, because this is 6th grade English language arts test prep. So every Monday, we're going to be talking about reading, we're going to talk about writing, we're going to practice it, and we're going to get better at it. So this is a big year. 6th grade, it's major. You are starting middle school. Super exciting. So becoming a good reader now as a sixth grader is going to help you throughout middle school, and it's going to help you throughout high school. So now is really the time to get good at it. So how many of you are athletes? I know at least 2 of you are athletes, right? Okay, good. So do you like to play different sports, right? Joyce, do you like to do anything like for fun, like do dance or do any sports or maybe do art?
I'm not doing any sports.
No sports? How about drawing or art? Craft? Anything like that?
I could do drawing.
Drawing, okay. How about you, Eric? You like to do coding and robotics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So how do you get better at something? How do you get better at coding? Or how do you get better at playing football or playing soccer? What do?
You practice and dedicate it.
Yes, you practice and you spend time doing that thing, right? If you want to be a better runner, what should you do?
Work on feet work and do ladders and so many opportunities.
Good. You should run a lot, right? Could I be a better runner by watching a bunch of YouTube videos but never actually run? No, I would never be. I would just get worse at running. I'm just sitting. How about if I wanted to be a painter? I wanted to make really beautiful artwork. How could I get better at that?
You could just like draw a lot, I guess.
Yeah, draw a lot, practice painting. Eric, you started out last year with Lego League doing coding, right? How did you get better at coding? What was that?
I practiced.
You practice. You have to do it over and over again. So if you want to be a better reader, what do you think you're going to have to do?
Practice.
Practice by reading. Can we read like super easy books like spot books or those like level 2 reader books in order to get better at reading?
No.
Not really. I mean, it's not a bad idea, but we need to challenge ourselves a little bit, right? We need to read harder and harder stuff to get better at it. Just like, go ahead, Eric.
Oh, okay. Speaking of reading, I finished the Harry Potter book series, books 1 through 7.
You read all 7 Harry Potter books this summer?
Yep.
Wow, you did a lot of practicing. I bet you're a pretty good reader. Good job. That's awesome. Anybody else doing anything over the summer?
I went to Big Bear.
That's fun. Maybe you read the signs on the way on the drive. That's
Yeah. I went to Grand Canyon.
You went to the Grand Canyon? Did you do
Yeah.
That's awesome. The Grand Canyon is cool. Did you read the brochures about the Grand Canyon while you were there?
Yeah, I read the signs, so I learned a lot.
Good. All right. So my point is, if you want to get better at something, you have to do it over and over and over again in order to get better. And we have to challenge ourselves, right? So if you're already really good at running, but you want to run even further, like let's say you want to run a marathon. How long is a marathon? Do you know? I think it's like 26.5 miles or something like that. It's far. So if you can run 10 miles, easy, no problem, but you want to run 26 miles, then you're going to have to run a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. So same thing with reading. So in this class, we're going to do some reading in here, but we are only meeting once a week, right? So you're going to have to keep reading on your own outside of class. And there's lots of different ways that I'm going to ask you to read. So we'll read in here together, and then I also want you to read on your own. So you're going to read when you're in your SmartFox class, right? Has anybody logged into their SmartFox yet and seen their language arts class?
I was actually just working on it.
You were just working on it? What were you working on? Because you all have the same class.
I was doing I wasn't exactly doing language arts, but I was doing math and some science.
Okay, so you were logged into SmartFox, but you weren't looking at your language arts. I gotcha. So you're doing math and science. So you had to read, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let me show you something. This week in 6th grade language arts, you are doing the Module 1 lesson through assignment 1.07. All right, so do you want to see what that looks like? Who knows their logon information? Eric, do you know your logon information? For SmartFox? No? That's okay. I can log on. Can I log on as you, Delmy? That's okay?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna log in as Delmy and I'm gonna show you what you're gonna be working on this week. So today's Monday, so you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to finish all this work, okay? And you're gonna have to do some reading. Has anybody started their language arts class yet? It's kind of early on Monday morning, so that's okay if you haven't. Okay, so I'm gonna show you, but while I'm logging on, I wanna let you know that there's some other ways that you're gonna read. So you're gonna read in your language arts, the stuff in SmartFox that it asks you to read, right? Then you're gonna do what I call independent reading. Who's done independent reading? Well, Eric did independent reading over the summer. That was on his own. He chose to read the Harry Potter books, right? That's called independent reading because you pick something that you wanna read and you read it for fun. Does anybody else read for fun? Sometimes? A little bit? What kind of books do you like to read?
Some like maybe like there's one where there's like Last Kids in the World. It's a chapter book.
Yeah, those are good books. The Last Kids in the World. Yeah, good. I think I have those online for you to read. Anybody else have independent reading books they like? Anybody else read the Harry Potters? Those are kind of hard. Maybe you've seen the movies and you thought about reading the books. No? Tell me, I'm trying to log in as you, but it's not letting me. It's Delmy R. Garcia at Method Schools, right? methodcs.org, I mean. And then isn't your password like PWX?
No, remember I changed it?
What did you change it to?
Method 123.
Ah, that's right. Is it capital M?
I think so.
All right, let's start. Method 123. Oh yeah, I forgot that you changed it. Okay, so this is what your SmartFox Language Arts class is gonna look like. So remember, you're doing Module 1, Lesson 1.01a, all the way through Assignment 1.07. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like, especially if you're new to Method Schools. So when you log on, you're gonna see your language arts class. And look, there's me, Rachel DeSena. So you can book a meeting with me. You can click on this and send me a message or here's my email address. So if you need to contact me, you have a question about language arts, that's how you find me. All right, and so some of you like, tell me you're my Victor. Hi, Victor. So you should contact me for any help. All right, so here's the class. Let's open it up and see what it looks like. This tells you what it's all about. You're reading, you're analyzing informational and fictional text. What's fiction? Victor, do you have a camera? I'm gonna mute you, but I'd like for you to turn your camera on so I can see you. Who knows what fiction is? Is fiction fake or is it real?
Fake.
Yeah, good. Fiction is fake. So like, Eric, is Harry Potter fiction or information?
Fiction.
Yes, fiction, because it's not real, right? Harry Potter is not a real character, although it would be cool if he was. So you're gonna read both fiction and informational. Okay, so these are some different logins that you might use So Common Lit, sometimes it'll tell you that you need to go to Common Lit to read a story. And this is how you can log in. Method student, password method. So if it ever tells you to go log into Common Lit, then you can go back here and see how to log in. Secondly, you're going to use something called overdrive.com. And this is where you can do your independent reading. Remember we talked about Eric was reading about Harry Potter? So I want you to read on your own, like about 10 minutes a day, if possible. Maybe at night, before you go to bed, do a little bit of reading. And one way you can do that is by going to overdrive.com. And I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Okay, so this is independent reading. This is just to let you know that I am requiring you to read on your own. That means you can read anything you want, anything you like. You can read Harry Potter, you can read The Last Kids on Earth, you can read Captain Underpants, you can read whatever you like, just to practice reading. Just like you need to practice running if you want to become a good runner, or you have to practice painting if you want to become a good painter, or you have to practice juggling if you want to become a clown, right? Those are all the things that you have to do to be good at something. So I want you to be a good reader. So I am requiring you to read independently on your own each week. And I'm going to give you points for doing it. So when you read on your own and you write about it, then you're going to get points. And I'll show you what that looks like too. Okay, so this is all items. I'm going to click all items. Everything you need to do today, this week, not today. This week you have to complete. Are you ready? I'm going to put a green check mark so you know. You have to complete this lesson, this assignment, this lesson. Hold on, let me check.
And this is for language arts, right?
This is for language arts only. Yeah, exactly. 1 second. I gotta look back at I can't remember. What did it say? Module. Uh-oh. Assignment 1.07. Okay, 1.07. All right. Let me go back to it. So 1.07 is this one. Okay, so these are all the things you need to do this week. So you have 3 assignments and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lessons. All right? So
Wait, do they have...
What'd you say, Elijah?
That was a mess up. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things to do, and you have 5 days. So you can do 2 things each day and then be done. On Monday, you can do let's see. On Monday, you can do, that's today, you can do these 2 things. Then on Tuesday, you can do these 2 things. And then on Wednesday, you can do these 2. And then Thursday, and then Friday, then you're done with English. Everybody understand?
Yes.
These are the things you have to do this week. So next Monday when I see you, if I check your SmartFox, you should be done with all of these things, okay? So how about if I open the lesson, tell me I'm gonna open your lesson. If I open the lesson, is it okay for me to just open it and then just go to the next thing?
It would say her assignment is done.
What, Elijah? You were kind of breaking up.
It would say her assignment was done.
Yeah, right. But sometimes people just open it and then they go to the next thing. But look, this is a reading assignment. It says your first task is to read Sometimes a Dream Needs a Push. So this is a link. So I have to click this link and read what I find there. So look, it says commonlit.org. So I need to log into commonlit.org. And now, uh-oh, I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it here. So I have to search. What was it called? Sometimes a dream needs a push, I think. Let's see. There it is, and now I can read it right here in Common Lit. So remember, at the beginning, there was a way to log into Common Lit, right? So if you can't remember, you can look there. Where did it go? Where's my story? Sometimes a dream needs a push. Here it is. Do I need to log in? I might need to log in. So you can log in and then you can read that story, okay? So, but make sure you actually read the story. You can't just click through the lessons and not do what it's asking you to do. All right, do you guys have any questions about what you're doing in SmartFox this week?
No.
No questions? Okay, good. Eric, you're pretty good at SmartFox. Delmi, Elijah, do you have any questions?
No. No, I don't.
Okay, good. Awesome. Did you get a copy of this schedule so you know what you need to do this week?
Yeah, I got it from my homeroom teacher.
Okay, perfect. Awesome.
I didn't.
Who didn't? Joyce?
Yeah.
Joyce, you didn't get it? Who's your homeroom teacher?
I don't know that.
Okay, I'll make sure you get a copy. Of the weekly schedule. So let me show it to you again. It looks like this. And you're in 6th grade, so you look at the purple stuff. Don't worry about the 5th grades or the 7th grade or the 8th grade because you're not in those grades. You only worry about these. So for language arts, this is what you're doing. For math, this is what you're doing. For science, this is what you're doing. Okay? So I'll send this to you so you have a copy.
Thank you.
All right. Hi, Brody.
Hey.
Welcome. All right. So the other thing I wanted to show you, so now if everybody knows what they're doing for SmartFox, that's perfect. So aside from those 2 things you're doing today for language arts, you're also going to be reading independently. So I told you you can go to overdrive.com in order to read independently. So let me show you how to get there. And there's a whole video on how to do it inside of SmartFox. So when you first log into SmartFox, you'll be able to see a video about independent reading. But I have a place called Sora or overdrive.com, and I bought all these books just for middle schoolers like you. And so now that you're in 6th grade, you're middle schoolers, so you get to read some cool books. So this is like a library, only it's online, and all the books, you can read them on your phone, on your laptop, on your iPad, anywhere that, any kind of like device you can read the books on, and they're digital. So it's not like an actual book with paper pages, it's a digital book. But you check it out, just like you check out books at a library. So you sign into the Sora.com app, and you have to use your Methods CS account. So in order to log in, you need to use your Gmail account that the school gave you. Does everybody know their Gmail account? Yeah? Good. Eric, you know how to use overdrive.com, right? You used it before?
Yeah, you showed me how to do it last year.
Okay, perfect. So you don't have to read the books on here for your independent reading. You can read any books you want. If you prefer to have like a actual book with pages, you know, like a book, then you can just go to the library and get a book. But you have to go on your own and have your parents take you. Or if you have a book at home you want to read, you can do that too. But I wanted to make sure you had lots of books available to you and that to do your independent reading, and that's why I bought all these books on overdrive.com. So look through, see if anything is interesting to you. There's a lot of different things. I know, what was the one that you mentioned, Elijah? The last, oh, look at that. Last Kids on Earth series right here. Isn't that the one you were talking about? Yeah, so you can borrow them. So when you find a book you like, if you like sports, it's anything by this Kwame Alexander. This one's all about basketball. And then, let's see, he has lots of different books about different sports. So you might find those interesting. But these are all books that are for your age group. So you should find something that seems interesting. Give it a shot. This one's about Spider-Man. Some of them are graphic novels. There's more Last Kids on Earth books. So when you find one that you like, you have to click borrow, and then it's checked out to you. And you can go through and read it. Okay? I do ask, though, if you decide not to read the book, please put it back. Because if you have the book printed out, then no one else can read it. Because it's like the library. Does that make sense? So if you decide you don't like a book and you don't want to read it anymore, then put it back. And the way to do that is go back to your library. You can't figure out how to do, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. How do I go back? Oh, here, close. I didn't see that. So if you close out and you go down to the bottom, can you see it? It says shelf. That shows whatever books you have checked out. And you can return it. So go to options and then go to return. So if you're done reading it, return it. You're fine. Return. That way somebody else can read it if you're not reading it, okay? Okay, so once you get your independent reading book and you're reading and you're sitting at home or you're sitting during training and you're doing your reading, then you will get points for doing your reading inside of SmartFox. So if we go back to SmartFox, I had Tell Me SmartFox up, but I think it's gone now. There is an assignment in your module where you can write down what your independent reading book is. And your mentor teacher will check in with you about that book. So you should tell your mentor teacher, or you should tell me what you're reading, and let us know how you like it, what you think about it, and then make recommendations for your friends. So that's part of what you're doing in English class. SmartFox is 1. Independent reading is 2. And there's one more thing. The third thing is your iReady. So everybody took their iReady test, right?
Yeah.
Everybody took the reading part and the math part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned with the reading because, hello, English teacher here, not very good at math, love reading. So I want to know, I'm going to look at your scores and I'm going to see what you're doing every week. So now that you've taken the test, you should have lessons. Did everybody see your iReady lessons?
I'm done.
You haven't seen them yet?
No.
Not yet? Okay, I'm going to log in. Eric, have you seen your iReady lessons yet? I'm going to log in as Eric Sparza. Okay, Eric? Is that okay if I log in as you? iReady, so I can show everybody what it looks like? Do I have your permission?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So, let's see, what is Eric Esparza's login information? You know it, Eric?
I forgot the password. Oh wait, I have the password written down right here.
I think the password is method.
I mean, in username.
Yeah,
it's EE456239, and the E's are capital.
Okay, hold on. Let me get that again. I gotta log out. Okay. So I'm gonna share my screen. Nope. Share my screen. Okay, so it's what?
456239.
All right, and the password is method. Everybody's password should be method. Okay, so when you log in and you've already taken the test, right? You can choose the subject. So let's just look at reading since we're in English class. All right, so now you're gonna have lessons to do, and the lessons are going to be based on how you did on your test. So if you struggle with vocabulary on your test, then they're going to give you vocabulary lessons.
I have a question.
Sure, Brody, what's your question?
So you know we took the iReady diagnostics?
Yes.
How do we know what our scores are?
So this week, when you meet with your mentor teacher for your one-on-one, they should go over your scores with you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I can go over your scores with you too, but I don't want to go over them with them in front of everybody. So it's something that you'll do like one-on-one with your teacher, okay?
Okay.
Do you know who your mentor teacher is?
I think.
Your homeroom teacher?
Yeah, Patrick. Patrick.
Okay, so do you know when your next meeting is with him?
They're always on Friday at 9.
On Friday.
I mean,
So you can meet with Patrick on Friday, but if you're anxious and you want to know now, if you just wait a little bit after class, I can go over your scores with you.
okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
no problem. So this is Eric's. Eric would start his lesson here, and then he would do the lesson, and it's like there's a lot of videos, and then there's interactive things to do, and then when he's done, he'll spend about 9 or 10 minutes a day in reading, and then he can go to math and spend about 9 or 10 minutes doing math. But he doesn't have any work assigned yet. Did you finish the math already, Eric?
Yeah.
I wonder why you don't have any math work yet. Well, that's okay.
Yeah, it said it on mine after the diagnostics.
All right, I'll have to look into that. And Eric don't have work assigned yet. Anybody else not have any work assigned in iReady?
I don't have my work assigned.
Brody? Okay, I wrote your name down. So it's really important that you spend about 9 minutes a day. So 45 minutes a week. And again, you're going to get points in your class, in your reading, in your math class, or your language arts in your math class for doing this work. And the reason why we're doing iReady is because the iReady lessons are special for you. They're only going to give you lessons about stuff you need to know. So SmartFox, all the 6th graders get the same work. But in iReady, you're going to only get work that you need help with. Or if let's say you're in 6th grade and you're reading at an 8th grade level. Well, they're going to give you 8th grade work, which is pretty cool, right? So make sure you're working at least 9 or 10 minutes a day in iReady, and then you're reading on your own something you want to read that you can choose in the Overdrive app, or that you can choose from the library or something you have at home. And then you're doing your SmartFox work. So it looks like just about 2 things to do a day in language arts for SmartFox. All right, so, and then when we come in here, we're gonna work on stuff together. So today I just kind of wanted to give you an overview. I'm gonna let you go a little bit early. If you have any questions about what test prep is, who I am, iReady, independent reading, or SmartFox. I know it's a lot of information at once, but you'll get used to it. No questions? Okay. Go ahead, Elijah. Do you have a question?
No, I was saying no.
No? Okay. Well, I'm very happy to have met all of you. I know, Brody, you want to see your score, so you stay back and I'll show you your score. If you have any questions, you can stick around. If not, I'm going to let you go a little bit early today. Normally, this will be about an hour or 55 minutes, but today I just wanted to introduce myself and give you kind of an overview about what you need to be doing in language arts. All right? If you think of any questions that you have when you want to email me or send me a message in SmartFox, remember you can click my name on your dashboard on your English class and send me a message, okay? All right. Well, good luck with all your work.
Thank you.
No problem. And Delmy, I'll see you soon for our meeting. I'm gonna pull up your scores, Brody. Did you leave already, Brody? Oh no, you're still here. If you don't have any questions, you can log out of the meeting now. At the bottom it says leave meeting. So bye everybody. See you next week. Bye, Olivia.
Oh, she's there? Oh. Wait,
Garza, do you have a question? Derek, do you have any questions?
I don't have any questions. I'm good.
All right, then I'll see you next time, okay?
Okay.
All right. Bye, Eric.
Bye.
Oh, Victor, you're back.
Hello.
Hi, Victor. You just finished, so do you have any questions for me about anything? Language
No.
arts related? No?
I'm good.
Okay, well then I will see you for our one-on-one, right? You're my student.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'll see you later in the week, okay? If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.
I can just email you, right?
Yeah, you can email me.
Okay.
Bye, Victor. Okay. All right, Brody. Let me see. I'm just looking for your results.
The reading one, that was kind of hard.
The reading one was hard.
Yeah.
Brody Gomez, right?
Yeah,
Well, Brody, you did very well in it.
I did.
Yeah. You got right at 6th grade level, which is perfect because you are in 6th grade. So here's what I see. I see that.
No, it was for you.
So we kind of just ended the meeting, Shane, but I'm Miss DeSena. Nice to meet you. And I'll have to see you here next week, okay?
So I did good on the reading?
Yeah, you did really good.
No. What about the math?
We can look at that one next. So you want to see, wow, vocabulary, Brody, you tested at a 9th grade level. 9th grade. That's awesome. So you're a pretty good reader, I'd like to say. If it says test it out, that means this is like for younger kids. So that means you already know all that really well. So,
Okay.
yeah, wow. And then your Lexile, do you know what a Lexile is?
No.
A Lexile is like when you go to pick up a book and you're looking for a book to read, you can look at the Lexile of that book and decide if it's going to be too hard or too easy. So your Lexile is in like a high school range. So you could read up to like high school level books.
Oh.
So good job on your test. Did you do it all by yourself with no help?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I did that. I sent it like through by Monday. I had to do it at my house.
You did?
Yeah. But I did by myself still. It was hard though, but it was like some questions I got.
Oh, really? Hi, guys. What happened? Were you not able to log in before? I feel like, are these guys in the same room as you?
Yeah. Victor's to the right and Carter's straight across from me.
So were they able to hear the meeting?
Yeah. No, I had my earphones in.
Oh,
Headphones.
okay, so they couldn't hear. All right.
Yeah.
So I don't want to share your results when there's other people.
Okay. I'll just, thank you for it.
Yeah. I can show you your math results if you
Oh,
want
yes.
a little bit, but let me just see what Shane and Carter are doing. Okay. So Shane, Carter, you guys were a little late, so you missed most of the meeting. But basically, we talked about all of the expectations for students who are English. So we talked about what you're doing in Smart Thoughts, what you're supposed to be doing in independent reading, and all that kind of stuff. So have you looked at your Smart Thoughts yet?
Hi.
Shane and Carter, do you have any questions?
Not really.
Not really? Have you finished your iReady?
No, I'm on the reading.
Okay, do that. That's the first thing.
Okay.
When you're all done, then we'll talk. So Carter, you and I have to have a one-on-one meeting, right?
Okay.
Did you schedule it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Well, then we'll talk soon. So you go back and do your iReady.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, Carter.
Bye.
Shane, what are you doing? What are you up to?
I am working on my schoolwork right now.
You're working on what?
Schoolwork.
Your smart box?
Yes.
Shane, you are in 6th grade, correct?
7.
Okay, you don't come here until 10 then. All right. Bye, Shane.
Bye.
All right, Brody. So I think math was a little bit harder. So math, you were tested a little lower. You tested better with geometry and measurement. And then algebra, algebraic thinking, and numbers and number operations, you tested a little bit lower. So you probably want to spend more time in iReady working on math, okay? All right, but your reading scores were excellent, so good job. All right. So, and then Mr. Clark can go over these in more detail with you, but at least you have an idea. Did you feel like maybe you rushed through the math or you were distracted during the math test? Oh, you're muted. I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Oh, I was distracted during the math.
You were? Do you want to retake it? Do you think you could do better?
Um,
Or do you want to just leave it as is and just work on that? Because we're going to be testing again in about 8 to 12 weeks. We'll test again how much you learned.
I'll just wait till the next test.
Okay.
I'll work on my math and iReady though.
Yeah, work on your math and iReady, and then you'll go to your math, your test prep, so you'll practice math there. And then you can set yourself a goal that you can start grade level. Like numbers and number operations, algebraic thinking, you'll want to be at 5th grade level, and then maybe at 6th grade level here for measurement. That's what the purpose of this is goals for yourself. So you see, okay, this is where I'm weak, this is where I need to learn, and that's what you want.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
I'll talk to you later.
It was nice to meet you, and I'll see you next week, okay?
Okay. Bye.
Bye, Brody.
Oh.
Hi, Elijah. You came back.
Yeah, I have a question here.
What's your question?
Yeah, so it was for the common lit thing.
Yes.
How would you sign in with your school email?
No. It is. Hang on a second. CommonLit login is method. The username is method student.
Method student.
Yeah,
Okay.
all one word, like method. Let me show you. If you look at the bottom of the schedule, it's right here. See that?
Okay.
Method student, and then the password is method, all caps.
All right.
You want to try it while I'm on here?
Yeah.
Let me know when you got it.
So you guys, when you're in, wait for your account or log in.
What?
Wait, so I'm confused.
Why don't
Because
you share your screen with me so I can see what you're looking at?
wait, how do I do that? Oh, there.
Okay. Okay, go back to Common Lit. Okay, so just put method student.
All right, you know how to find your book once you're in there?
I'm looking.
Keep working it. Follow those directions.
All right, you don't have any assignments. That's okay. Go to the library.
The what?
See where it says library? It says favorites and then library.
Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, that was my only question.
Okay, now search for the story. What's the story you're supposed to be reading? Isn't it like sometimes dreams need a push or something like that?
Yeah.
You just type it in there. And now, Elijah, you are the Common Lit expert. So when someone at Limitless has a question about Common Lit, you're the expert.
Alright.
Thanks.
Common, it didn't, yeah. It's not a dream. Sometimes a dream needs a little, wait.
Take out the little part.
Yeah, I typed that in, but it said no things found.
So it's not coming up.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So, you guys, can I have your attention real quick?
Eyes up.
If you are not on Google Chrome, you need to stop what you're doing, unless you're in a meeting. Figure out how to download Google Chrome. If you need help, let me know. We're going to work on yours because I don't know how to get it on yours. What's your name? No, okay. You. Jonathan. We'll figure yours out. Everybody else, SmartFox works on Google Chrome. Okay? All of your work needs to be done on Google. Okay? Your email is a Gmail account, which is on Google. So forget about Internet Explorer, whatever they call that now. If you use Firefox or whatever else, forget all that. All need to be on Chrome now. Okay? So if you're not, stop whatever you're working on. Let's get you in there. Okay? That'll make life.
Elijah, try it again and take off the word little.
What?
Try it again, but take off the word little.
Alright.
Wait, hold on. I found it. Found it. So I'm going to send it to you. See if you can get a file. I'm gonna try to send you a file in the Zoom link.
All right.
So it's all right. Did you get it? Look in the chat. I just sent you a
Okay. My chat's like messed up right now, so I'll leave and then rejoin the meeting.
No, it's okay. I'll just email it to you. What's your email?
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try. So I'm screen sharing. Yeah. Here.
What, Elijah?
So wait, can you still do the screen share?
You want me to screen share?
Wait, can you still see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, it's this right here.
Elijah Eli Velasco. Okay.
Eli Velasco.
So it's L-I-E-L.
Y. A Y.
Spell your last name.
V-E. V as in Victor.
Yeah.
E as in elephant. And then L.
Yeah.
And A.
Uh-huh.
S.
Uh-huh. C-O.
Yeah.
Velasco. Method.
Yeah.
Called some. Alrighty. It will be coming to you in a few seconds. It's a PDF, okay?
Okay.
There you go.
You sent it?
Yep, I sent it. What?
I can't. So you sent me it here. Let me refresh it.
You don't see it yet?
Like mail. No, I still don't.
Refresh it. Is it there?
I don't have it. Maybe it's sent, or, wait.
Maybe try to log out of Zoom because Zoom is like taking up a lot of your bandwidth. Log out of Zoom, check it again, and if you don't get it, send me an email, okay?
Log out of the current Zoom room?
Yeah, log out of the Zoom room because your internet is really bad. It's like really like you're breaking up a lot. So I wonder if it's just not refreshing because your internet is so bad.
Alright, because I'm at school. Alright. Here, I'll leave and then see.
Yeah. And then let me know if you don't get it. I have another class right now. Okay. Hello. Hi, girls.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
How was your summer?
Great.
Really? What'd you do? Did you help mom with all the babies?
We did that, and well, we did a lot of things.
Did you? I kind of remember you were going to go out of state or something. Did you go out of state, like to visit family or something?
No.
No.
We went to San Francisco.
Oh, you did? That's fun.
Mhm. And then we went to our dad's.
Where?
Our dad's house.
Your dad's house?
Mhm.
Where does he live? Locally?
He lives, I think, Hemet.
In Hemet? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it fun at his house?
Hmm?
Does he have a fun house?
Yeah.
Cool. Hello. Alyssa and Diego? Two of you together? Welcome. All right. Hi. So just so I know who's here, because I have Alyssa/Diego. So is it Diego? I'm guessing I see Diego. Can you tell me what your name is in the chat so that I know how to, like, who to take roll for?
Sure.
So I know I have Amaya, I know I have Janessa. Uh-oh, Janessa, what happened? Awesome. And then Leilani, okay, great. Leilani. And Jordan, hi Jordan. All right. Well, welcome everybody. It's 10:01, so I'm gonna get started. My name is Ms. DeSena, and I am your language arts teacher. So today I kind of want to just talk a little bit about the expectations for language arts and what you will be doing each week, and what we'll be doing here in class. So if you look on your schedule, which you obviously saw because you came here, this is test prep, or TP it says, language arts 7. So ELA stands for language arts. All right, and so if you're in here, then you should be in 7th grade, right? Okay, perfect. So I want to talk about reading and why it's important. Anybody have any ideas as to why it's important to be a good reader? Any thoughts on that? Janessa, you're back. Hi, Britton. I'm guessing that's Britton, right? Britton Brown? Thank you, Jordan. To expand your, so Jordan said in the chat to expand your vocabulary. Good. So, Jordan, why is it important to expand your vocabulary? Why does it matter? Why should we have good vocabularies?
So that you can do better in the future and to be able to have proper conversations.
Ah, that's a good idea, to have proper conversation. So if I was talking to you and I was just using like words that maybe like a kindergartner would use, what would you think about me?
That you aren't a very good reader, or that you don't pay attention to language arts really.
Yeah, or that I'm not very smart maybe, right? So people judge us based on our vocabulary sometimes. Whether that's right or not, you know, it's kind of just the way it is. What about when you're going to get a job, when you're an adult, and if your vocabulary isn't very, very good, it might limit the kinds of jobs you can get, right? So Janessa said to help with comprehension. So what kinds of things do we need to comprehend, Janessa? What's important? Like, let's think about like in life. So aside from just English class or language arts class, what if you were going to buy, you're an adult now and you're going to buy a house. You have to read this super long contract and sign all these documents. What if you couldn't read them? Think that could be a problem? Somebody could bamboozle you into or into terms that aren't very good for you, right? So reading is important for a lot of things, not just for reading books or language arts, right? How about, do you think that when you're an adult, you're gonna vote for, like, you know, who's the president, who's in Congress, that kind of thing? Who thinks they're gonna vote when you're 18? Yeah, Jordan, Janessa might. Anybody else? Maybe Amaya. Britton, do you think you're going to vote? Diego? Maybe. Well, if you wanted to vote, but you couldn't read the ballot where you write down who you're voting for, that could be a problem. You could vote for the wrong person, right? Or what if you wanted to read a newspaper article about the different candidates, but the vocabulary was too large and you couldn't understand it? That could cause a problem also, right? So reading is bigger than just language arts class or school, right? It can affect your whole life. What about it? How many of you want to drive when you're 16, 17, 18, somewhere in there? Who wants to drive? Janessa definitely wants to drive. She's not sure about voting, but she definitely wants to drive. All right. So in order to drive, do you know what you need to do to get that driver's license? Do they just hand you a driver's license? You have to study. What do you have to study for, Britt? Do they just say, oh, okay, you're 16, you get a driver's license now, here you go. Good, Jordan, there's a test. You have to take a test. Not only a behind the wheel test, but there's a written test too. It's online now, it's on the computer, but still you have to read the questions. And you know, they're kind of like, sometimes the question, it seems simple, but they put all these words in there that make it kind of tricky. I had to recently renew my license and I had to take a quick test. And yeah, the questions there, you know, when you took your iReady test, for example, there was a lot of questions that were kind of long and wordy and you had to read them a couple times. That's how the driving test is. So the better reader you are, the better you'll do on your driving test even. So it's not just language arts. That's what I want to let you know, is that reading is not just for language arts class. You need to be a good reader to succeed in life at everything you do. So it's really important. And I'm partial because I'm an English teacher, so obviously I'm biased here. But I do think that if you're a really good reader, then you'll be good at all subjects, not just language arts. I don't see Leilani on here either. It could be that she just doesn't have good internet where she is, or not sure. But I record all the meetings, so I can send her a recording. Okay. Thank you. All right. Any other reasons that reading's important that you can think of before I move on? Did I convince you guys that reading's important? Hi, Miss Kim. All right, good. So now that you're all convinced, let's talk about how we can become good readers. How do we get better at something? Okay, I know a number of you are athletes. A number of you are at some of the athletic facilities that our method students go to. So if you're an athlete, how do you get better at your sport? Any thoughts on that? Practice, good. Do you just practice like, once a month? Or like, right before a big game? No, all the time. Right, exactly. Let's think about like The Rock. You know The Rock? Dwayne Johnson, right? I think that's his name. Do you think that he just worked out for like a year and then got that big and then didn't have to work out anymore? No, he probably has to work out like times a day to be that big, right? And then eat specific things. And then, yeah, it's a lot of work to keep up those muscles. Well, it's the same for your brain. So your brain is a muscle, just like any other muscle. You have to work it. So to become a better reader, you have to practice reading all the time, not just right before a test. You got to keep practicing better and better and better. I think of it as like running. I know. We've got Jerome, we've got Gerald. Jerome, I appreciate how you have your camera on. I love that. And if you guys could keep your cameras on so I know you're there and I can see your smiling faces, I would very much appreciate that. And I have Gerald. All right. So Gerald is having a good time. Hi, Gerald. Okay. So running, right? Like I don't like running. It's really hard for me, but that's because I never do it. If I ran every day, it would get easier and easier and easier, right? You guys know this. Most of you are athletes. If I ran a little bit each day, would I be able to run better by like the end of the week?
Now, for those of you who are working,
Hi, Nicholas. What do you think? You guys tell me, you athletes, how many of you are track stars? Any of you? How about soccer? You have to do a lot of running in soccer, right? You want to be in track, Janessa? So how do you think you could run track? Like, should you just start running all of a sudden? I would get a cramp. If I just went and tried to run like 10 miles right now, I'd get a cramp and I'd be like breathing hard. It would be a problem. But if I ran a little bit each day, then by the end of the month, I'd be a much better runner. Same with reading. So I'm going to ask you guys, you all 7th graders and all my students, to read a little bit each day. Does that mean you have to read something super boring? No, I want you to read stuff you like to read, because if you enjoy reading and you read things that you like, then you're gonna probably do it more, right? So let's say, for example, Janessa wants to be in track, but Jordan plays softball. So if Jordan doesn't like track, she might not enjoy doing it. But if she likes softball, then she's more apt to practice because she likes it. Does that make sense? So I'm gonna show you some ways to get independent reading books that you can use to get better at reading. Okay. So yeah, you can use the ones you have at home for sure. So there's going to be a couple different things. So I'm going to just kind of walk you through all of it. And if you forget, I'm here to help you. I'm a lot of information at once. So I'm going to go through a little bit of it so that you kind of get the step, and then each of you will get better and better at it. Vanessa just bought some books. Awesome.
Thank you.
Everybody's joining us now. Hi, Alberto.
Muted.
Mute
yourself.
So that we don't have a lot of background.
Shush.
Welcome. Alberto, welcome. Somebody is left. No, you're all muted now. Okay, awesome. Who else just came here that I didn't write down? Oh, Chris. Hello, Chris. Okay. So, if you want to be a better runner, you have to what? Somebody said it in the chat. Practice. You have to run. If you want to be a better runner, you have to run. If you want to be a better painter, you have to paint. Yes, practice, paint. If you want to be a better reader, what do you think you got to do? Read. You got it. Excellent. Read. So if you want to be a professional hot dog eater, you have to eat a lot of hot dogs, right? That's just the way it goes. It's pretty basic stuff. So if you hate reading, I'm sorry, but the only way to become a better reader is to read. I hate running, but if I want to become a better runner, I'm gonna have to run, right? Do you guys think I should run more? How about this? I'll make you a deal. If you hate reading, but you read every day, then I'll try to run every day. I know most of you are athletes. All right?
That's a good deal.
It's a good deal, right? Deal. Right. I'll come up with a way to be accountable to you guys.
You have to join with audio.
I have to do it. Okay, Alberto, I'll do it. I'll time myself, and then we'll see if by the end of the year hopefully I'm a better runner and y'all are better readers. That's my goal.
Paint practice prior. So I'm reading the chat.
You're just reading the chat to get caught up?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so what should you read, right? How are we going to do this? I'm not just going to send you out into the world and say, okay, go ahead, read on your own. No, I have tools for you, right? I'm your teacher. So I'm going to give you some tools. maybe y'all athletes can give me some tools to be a better runner. I'll give you some tools to be a better reader. Okay? So I do want you to read independently. That's when you pick something to read. So that's going to be part of it. There's going to be 3 parts, okay? Independent reading. That's where you're going to read on your own whatever you want. You can go to the library. You can buy books. If your parents buy you books, great, awesome. You can read those books. The third option is something that I call overdrive.com or the Sora app. And this is something that Method Schools provides to you. We purchased it. We purchased all these books here. And
you're the language arts teacher, right?
I am the language arts teacher. You are correct, sir.
It's kind of hard right now.
Art? It says art? What'd you say, Jacob, about art?
I said it's kind of hard.
What, the language arts class?
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I think it's because I'm not used to it yet.
Maybe it's because you're coming back from summer.
Yeah, I think it's because I haven't done it.
Yeah. So, Alberto wants to know if we have a library here. What do you mean by here, Alberto? Like where you are right now, physically?
You have AirPods.
I'm going to
mute yourself.
I'll mute you, Isaiah. I'm going to mute you, and then if you want to talk, you can go ahead and unmute yourself, okay? When it's your turn to talk. But only because there's so much background noise. Okay, so we have an online library because we are an online school, right? We have kids all over Southern California. So in order to bring the books to you, we purchase these books online. But they work just like a regular library. You have to check them out and you have to return them when you're done. Because when you have the book checked out, no one else can read it. So if Gerald checks out Diary of a Wimpy Kid, then Alberto cannot check it out. So we have to make sure we return them when we're done. So, okay, let me show you how to log in. You all are able to, with your Method CS account. Does everybody know their Gmail account? Yeah, good.
Yeah.
So the way to log in, and actually some of you already know how to use overdrive.com, right, Amaya and Janessa? You've already been using it.
I don't know how to.
You don't know how to? Well, I'm going to teach you right now.
It's pretty easy.
It is easy, right?
Okay.
Another cool thing is if you go to like the local library, wherever you live, like if you live in Rancho Cucamonga or Corona or Murrieta, you can go to the local library and then you can hook up. They usually have an overdrive.com account too. So you can hook up your library card to this app and then you can check out all the books we have or all the books that your library has. So you'll have like double books. All right, so you're gonna go to this website here and I'll give you a link to it. Let me just.
I live in Fontana, so like.
What was that?
I live in Fontana.
You're in Fontana?
Yeah.
Cool, well, then you could go to that library. Whatever library you want to. And that's just one option. Not everybody can get to the library, but it is an option.
Yeah, I'll probably go.
You probably go? Yeah, especially if you like reading. It's a good option. So your school is Method Schools. It might not show Method Schools. It might say a bunch of other schools. And then if that's the case, just press not your school. It'll give you like all these different options and you might not see Method Schools. But that's okay because you can just come down to the bottom where it says my school is listed. And then type in Method. And then this is us right here. We are on Jefferson Avenue in Murrieta, California. That's where I am right now. Jefferson Avenue. This is my school. Sign in using Method Schools. Jerome, I'll send this link. It's also this link is in your SmartFox account also.
Oh, really?
I haven't been able to do my iReady.
You haven't?
Because there's a number thingy that I have to put in. It's like the class number, and my teacher doesn't know what it is.
Yeah, Miss Kim told me about that. Okay, I'm working on that, Jacob.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I'm muting you guys for now. And yeah, so I'll show you this app is in SmartFox. and that you can click it in there, and then it's in the chat right now, and then I can send it to your Gmail as well. Okay, so
it keeps muting me. Oh my gosh.
That's just because you have a lot of background noise. So just keep yourself muted until you're All right, so you're going to use your methodcs.org account. So log in with Google, use your method the same way you log into your Google account. If you don't know what it is, then you should ask your mentor teacher, but it should be like some variation of your name.
Amanda is eating.
And then your password is either like method 19 or method 20, something like that.
It's method 20.
Method 20. All right, cool. And then now look, all these books are available. Any of these look interesting?
Look good.
Okay, so what do we do now?
Don't do anything. I'm just showing you how you can get books.
Oh, so we don't do what you're doing now?
You don't have to do it now. I'm just showing you how to do it.
Okay.
So when you find a book that looks interesting to you, you click borrow.
Yeah. Actually, in my old school, Southridge, I think there's something like this. It was like, I don't remember, but it was something like this, where there was an online library.
For all you athletes, this author here, Kwame Alexander, he wrote a bunch of books about different sports. Jacob, I'm muting you. You're too loud. About different sports. So you can search if you're interested in sports. You can search. Now, here, I'm going to search for Alexander, Kwame Alexander. And look, he's got this one about basketball. This one's also about basketball. This one's about soccer. This one's about a guitar player. There's a lot of basketball ones. So if any of this like kind of interests you, there you go. And then you can just look at all of them available.
What is this called? What is this called again?
It's called the Sora app or overdrive.com.
Okay, the Sora app.
There's a link in SmartFox.
On the SmartFox site.
Yeah. So I picked out all these books personally for all you all 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. So everything in here should be kind of like right at your age group.
I'll probably use that one. The worst day of school.
The worst day of school?
Yeah.
It's a good one. A lot of them are graphic novels.
Miles Morales.
All right. So just so you know, that's how you do that. And then when you're done,
how many can we check up at a time?
just check out one at a time, because if you have it checked out, that means no one else. So read one at a time, and then when you're done,
okay.
We only have, so many, and we want to make sure everybody can get a book.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, you don't have to read these books. You can pick out a book from home. You can go to the library, your local library. But just this is so that you have options available to you. We have a question in the chat. You were able to sign in, Jerome? Awesome. Oh, okay. So Britton wants to know, how do I know if you're reading or not? Good question, Britton. So I'm going to log into someone's SmartFox. Who wants to let me log into their SmartFox account? Can I log into your account, Britton? Nicholas. Nicholas, do you know your account, your information? Because I don't have yours available. I have Britton's available. Okay, so you're going to tell me how to log in, Nicholas? All right.
I'm sorry.
So I'm a student. All right, Nicholas, what's your login information?
It is NBESCER at methodschools.cs.org.
Okay, password.
My password is method20.
Is it with a capital M?
Yes. Or no, lowercase. Sorry.
All right. No. N Investor. Yes, maybe it's capital. Nope. Not working. All right, I'm gonna do Britain's. Sorry. Is that okay, Britton? If I log in as you, so just so we can all see what the same thing. And I happen to have yours available here because you're my student. So Britton Brown. And I have you listed as a 6th grader, but you're a 7th grader, right? That's why I sent you the 6th grade information. So I gotta change that. Anybody else feel like they're in the wrong grade? Everybody in here is in 7th grade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in 7th. Yes.
Okay, so when you log in
Yes.
to our account, this is what it's going to look like. This is Britain's. Hopefully you're 100% done with your Method online prep course, right? All right, good. And so then you're going to scroll down and you're going to look for your Language Arts 7. All right, so when you find your Language Arts 7, and oh, please note that says my name right there. I'm the teacher and your English teacher. Let me go back. So you can find my information here. You can send me a message here, or you could book a meeting with me if you need a meeting, or you can email me if you have a question and you need to talk to me. So you can find me right on your dashboard. So that's pretty easy, right? Hi, Chris. Any questions about that, about how to email me or message me? Good. All right, so here's the course description. Basically just that you're going to be reading and writing, you're going to be giving oral presentations, you're going to be analyzing different types of writing. So you're going to read fiction, you're going to read nonfiction, just a basic language arts class. You guys are all in 7th grade, so you've done this before, you know what you're in for. Okay, so this gives you some information about how to log into some different sites. So this is that overdrive.com, that Sora app that we just talked about. Here's a tip for you. Anytime you're in SmartFox and there's a link to click, if you just click the link, it's gonna take you right to that link and it's gonna log you out of SmartFox. So that's annoying. So I right click it and then open it in a new tab. All right, everybody follow me?
I don't know why, but my computer doesn't let me right click.
Your computer? Do 2 fingers on the mouse pad thing. That
okay.
Always do that, Maya. Jordan, you do not need to submit anything for the elementary assignment if you're not an elementary student. So you're a 7th grade student. So no, don't worry about it. If you accidentally did the elementary and not the middle school, high school, that's okay. You just need to do one of those assignments. Okay. So in order to log into overdrive.com, it looks like this. I already showed you that, but you can access it right here in SmartFox, okay? And also, somewhere is a video about how to do this. I think the video, where's the video? I think it might be on the next page. All right, also, there's something called commonlit.org. Has anybody used that before?
No.
It's basically just a collection of short stories and different things to read. And sometimes there'll be a story that you need to read that's on commonlit.org. And if you come to that in your lessons, all you need to do is type in this username and this password. Username method student, password method all caps, and then you can read the story that you need. And I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so on the next page, this has reading about, or information about independent reading, which we just talked about. And then here's the video about how to log into your Sora account. I've already showed you all how to do that, but if you forget, you can watch this video and it's me just talking and telling you how to do it. And you can even hear my kids crying in the background, I think. It's really fun. Okay, so that's just some information. Nothing to do there, just, you know, in case you forget how to log in. All right, so now we're on to Module 1. And Britton's question, to circle back, was how do I know if you're reading independently? So the main way that I'm gonna know if you're reading is that your mentor teacher, raise your hand if I'm your mentor teacher. I'm Britton's mentor teacher.
I don't know.
Nobody else? No? Or your homeroom teacher. Some people say homeroom. No? Okay, so each week when you meet with your homeroom teacher, they're going to say, what are you reading right now? Your independent reading book. And you're just going to tell them whatever it is that you're reading. Okay? So the main thing is that it's for fun. Nobody's going to like drill you on it, but you should talk to your mentor teacher about it. And I'll ask you in here also. And then each module has a lesson, or sorry, an assignment called independent reading. Every module should have an independent reading lesson. I'm trying to find one here. And I don't see it here, but it's somewhere here. And you're gonna write about what it is that you're doing in your independent reading class. I mean, in your each module. Let's see, is there one here? If it's not here, then that means I need to add it. But it will be here. All right. So that's pretty much how we're gonna know if you're reading. It's not gonna be very formal, but you will get points for it. Okay, so this is what you're working on this week. You're on module 1, right? Module 1. Okay, so who's already seen a copy of the schedule for the week? Or the master, like kind of like the pacing guide. Has anybody seen that yet? You've seen it, Alberto? Good. Anyone else? Britton, you should have seen it. Did you see it? I sent it to you. You should have got it from your homeroom teacher or your mentor teacher. I'm going to show you what it looks like. It looks like this. So because you're in 7th grade, you're going to look here and you're going to see what you need to do in language arts, which is module 1, lesson 1.01, all the way through module 1, lesson 1.10.
Never mind. I thought I did.
You saw that?
I thought I did.
You didn't see this?
I think I saw something else.
What you need to do.
I didn't see that either.
You didn't see this yet? Who said that?
I saw something else that 7, 6, and 8, but.
Well, maybe your teacher sent you something different, but the message should have been the same, that you're working on module 1, lesson 1.01, all the way through 1.10. So, what does that look like in SmartFox? Let's look. I'm going to share SmartFox with you again. So once you log into SmartFox and you're in your language arts class, go to where it says all items, okay? Make sure you always click all items. All right, now 1.01 is the very first thing that says reading assignment, The War of the Wall, okay? So basically that means you're gonna do this all the way down until, where is it? It said 1.10, this one. You need to do all that, okay? So you're gonna read this, read that, do this assignment, read that, do that assignment, read that, do that assignment, do that, read that, take a quiz, read that, and read that. And you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to complete all that. So that means you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 things to do. So you could do about 3 things each day.
When does this due?
Friday.
Friday, okay.
Yeah. So all this should be done by Friday. Now, let's say Friday you have to go to a game and you can't do it. Can you work on Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's say Thursday and Friday your parents take you to Disneyland, so you don't work on Thursday and Friday. Can you work on Saturday and Sunday?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically before Monday, you want to have all this done. so that you can start fresh on Monday and you're gonna next week and you're gonna do this work down here. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, good. So that's what you want to get completed. So you're going to be working on your Smart Fox work, all this stuff. Then what else? What did I already say that you should be doing to practice being a better reader?
Reading.
Reading independently. Good. You're reading independently. Awesome. And then there's one more thing that you should be doing to be working on your reading skills, and that's going to be your iReady. All right?
Yeah, I did both my iReadies already.
So you do your iReady test, yes, good. But beyond that, we also have iReady lessons. iReady lessons.
I thought iReady was just for tests.
It's not just for tests. We also have to work on lessons. So let me show you what that looks like. So you're going to log into your iReady account. Does anybody know their iReady login?
I do.
Yeah.
Can we log in as you?
I think I do.
Okay, what's your iReady?
Mute.
No.
Capital JS.
Huh?
464 815.
It's on mute.
And the password is method, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so once you've logged in, and you've already taken your tests, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then you're gonna, let's say you're ready to work on reading. So you go to reading, and look, you have a lesson here. So now that you've already lessons to do. So I want you for 45 minutes a week, which means only 9 minutes a day. Oh, Janessa already said it. 9 minutes a day, so that equals 45 minutes a week. Can you do it with a parent? Sure, Jerome, you can do it with a parent. And how do we know how much of iReady do we do? Britt wants to know. So again, 45 minutes a day, and you'll know how long you worked because you can look down here where it says My Progress, and it'll tell you how much you worked. So once you hit this, right now you worked for 0 minutes, that's okay. Once you hit this 45 minutes, then you're done. Woo, I finished reading. And then you also need to do math. So Jerome, you have some, well, it looks like you have finished the diagnostic.
Can you log into mine so I can see what was wrong?
Is that Jacob?
I said, can you log into mine to see what was wrong with it?
Yeah, sure. Hang back. We'll do that as soon as I'm done. All right.
All right.
So just to remind you, you go to My Progress and you can see how many minutes you work. And I'm concerned with reading. Your math teacher will tell you about math, but you do need to do both. And then also, we want to make sure that you're actually passing the lesson, okay? So let's say you worked for 60 minutes, but you didn't pass any lesson. That's not what we want. A lot of background noise. Okay, so you need to make sure you're passing the lessons, okay? So you're gonna have a pass rate here, which we don't see that right now, but you're gonna record this. If we go back to your dashboard, sorry, I have too many windows open. Oh, Janessa, you've done this, so you already know. All right, so if you go back to your dashboard, this is Britain's. You have a little class called iReady right here. So each week, you're gonna get points for doing your iReady, and it'll go towards your English and your math. So all you need to do in here, you don't have that, Janessa? It's okay, I can add it to your class. All you need to do here is...
I don't think I have that either.
You don't have it? If you don't have it, you can add it, or your mentor teacher or your homeroom teacher can add it. I'll remind all the teachers to add it. So all you have is a bunch of assignments, and all you need to do is record the fact that you've done your iReady. So it says, what does it say? In iReady, go to My Progress. Remember, I just showed you how to do that. Type how many minutes you worked in math and how many minutes you worked in reading. So you're going to type 45 minutes, 45 minutes, And then what was your pass rate? So right here, pass rate. See that? Right now it's 0 out of 0, but it should be like 4 out of 4 or 3 out of 3. Maybe it's like 2 out of 3. That's okay. But you want to pass more than you fail, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You want to be passing the lessons. If you're not passing the lessons, that means you're not learning the stuff. It's okay to go slower, take more time. It's more
Oh
important.
shit, I'm unmuted.
Yeah, you're muted so that I don't hear all the background noise. But if you have something to say, you can unmute yourself. And then you want to know how many lessons you passed in a row. How many, your lesson streak, okay? So you can write that down right here. So all you're going to do is say, I worked for 45 minutes in reading and 50 in math. I had a 5 out of 6 pass rate. I had a 5 lesson streak. And then boom, turn it in. Now your teacher can verify this, right? They can log in to their iReady account and see if that's correct. So don't try to lie and cheat on this. Do we guess how long we do it? No, Britt, you can check right in your My Progress. So when you're in your reading, this is what you need to do, and then go down here to My Progress. It will tell you how long you're working. So you mean while you're working, do you guess? Is that what you mean? Like while you're working, you can set a timer, like you can on your phone, or like if you have Alexa, you can say, Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes, and then just work for 10 minutes. And then you can check and see how long you've been working by going to My Progress. Does that make sense? Everybody with me? Any questions?
Yeah.
And Isaac, it's due Monday, because you can work on the weekend if you need to. So each week you should work for 45 minutes per subject per week. Does that make sense? You could get it all done by Friday, that'd be great. Hi, Ryan. Or you could get it all done by Monday. It just depends on you and your schedule. All right. Okay, so any questions about iReady? Do you guys feel like you have a good understanding of what it is that I'm asking you to do in iReady?
Yeah.
So 3 things you're doing to become a better reader. What's the first thing you're doing?
Wait, won't I get yelled at for, or won't my teacher get mad because I can't do the iReady?
No, because we know that you have an issue. We're going to get it fixed very good.
Oh, so Miss Leary knows that?
I'll make sure she knows.
Because that's my homework.
No, we're going to get it fixed so you can do it.
Cooper, stop.
All right.
So what's the first thing you're going to do to become a better reader?
You're going to read more.
You're going to read more where? Just like anywhere? You have three different places you're working on reading. What's the first place?
At home?
Okay, so at home doing your independent reading, right? You can read in Sora, you can read a library book, you can read a book you bought from Barnes & Nobles, anything. Okay, what else? Good, Diego. Practice on Sora. Where else are you reading? Okay, reading at home. What about in SmartBox? You're doing your SmartBox assignments, right? That's going to help you to be a better reader.
And iReady?
iReady, good. So there's 3 places. iReady, you're reading 45 minutes a week. Independently, you're reading 10 minutes a day. And then you're doing your SmartFox work. You're reading in SmartFox. And you're coming here every Monday, right? In this class with me, you're doing some reading and writing. Probably in a Google form, right, Janessa and Emily? All right. So I'm going to let you go a little bit early today. Do you have any questions before you go? Jacob, you're going to stay because we're going to fix your iReady.
No, I don't have any questions.
I don't have any questions.
So if you've already done your iReady,
do anything. I don't know what you're doing.
your mentor teacher will go over
You just unplugged me.
So make sure when you do your one-on-one, you ask your mentor teacher, what did I get in iReady? Because that's really important. You'll want to know how well you did and set goals for how you're going to do next time.
Okay.
If you haven't done your iReady, go get to it. Finish. Hurry. Super important. All right. Darren, nice to meet you all. I'm very excited for this story. I'm looking forward to it. And I'll see you all next week. Everyone but Jacob can leave.
Bye. Okay, bye. Bye.
Are we supposed to leave?
Amani, do you have a question? Chris, do you have a question? Ryan? You can stay if you have a question. If not, I'll see you next week.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, Jacob. Let's see. It won't let me. All right, so let's find out what's going on with your iReady.
All right.
So when you log in, you're logging in.
All right. All right. So the username is JP468088.
JP468088.
Yeah. And the password is method.
Okay. All right, so this is what I see. I see the subject. See that?
See, that didn't come up for me.
That's so weird.
That doesn't come up for me.
Math diagnostic. All right,
Wait, say it again.
It looks normal for me. So let's try this. Do you know how to share your screen with me?
Share screen, yeah, right here.
All right, Jacob. So I'm gonna send you a link.
All right.
You see it in the chat?
Oh, in the chat. Okay.
Go to that link.
All right.
I wonder if you're going to the wrong iReady or something. I don't know why it's not.
Did I share the screen with you?
Yeah, can you share the screen? No, it's not shared yet. Is that your question?
Oh.
I thought you said, do I share this screen? Yes, please share your screen with moi. It's still not shared.
Okay.
I'll tell you when it's shared.
I'm trying. Share. It's not letting me press it. There we go. Now is it shared?
Yes.
Okay. Now I gotta go to
go to that chat bubble down at the bottom. Or wait, that's my screen. All right, it's okay. Just go to click a new tab. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Okay, so
you gotta X that out. It's in the way.
Okay.
Okay, do the login you told me. JP. And I don't remember the rest. All right, and your password is method, all lowercase. Select California as your state. There it is. Oh, no, go back. You're hitting the wrong thing.
Oh.
Click go, not.
I gotta redo it now. Okay, then.
Click go.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty, good?
Yes.
All right, so that's what I would do for the rest of the day. Just finish that first.
Okay. I only have 10 minutes left.
Well, that's okay. You can get a little bit done.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
stop it and start it, and it's fine. It'll save your work. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, Jacob. Take your time. Don't rush through it.
Okay.